Hello everyone, welcome to Radically Loved Radio. I wanted to create a place where people can go to get inspired, get motivated, or find some clarity and get tools to create a radically loved life. I will do my best to provide information on a variety of subjects, including yoga, holistic health, life coaching, spirituality, meditation, and overall mindful living. Each episode will bring you some of the world's best spiritual leaders, entrepreneurs, yoga teachers, coaches, along with some of my closest friends, and we will talk about their life experiences and journeys to create something more out of their lives and how they continue to grow to make that happen. Hey guys, Rosie here. I just want to say I am so grateful that you're listening. We are just getting a massive amount of response on this podcast, and I am so grateful that you're a part of this radically loved community, that you're enjoying the content and that you're enjoying all the guests and that you're still here and you're still working on yourself and your journey and your path. And I pray that you've received some tools listening to the guests or listening to any of my ideas or topics on meditation or yoga and how these tools can help you create a life of purpose. To continue to help us give you the best content, you can subscribe to this podcast, and most of the time you can just do it from your phone, from iTunes. Click subscribe and write a review. This really helps us continue this path and this journey, and we love doing it so much. And again, I'm so grateful that you're here. Let us know what you thought. Thanks for listening. At some point during our childhood, a well-meaning adult asks, "So what do you want to be when you grow up?" What I like about this question is that it embraces the idea that work is an expression of who we are, as well as who we want to be. Somehow the question takes a turn when we become an adult, and it turns into, what do you do for a living? Gone is the question of what we aspire to be. So this emphasis from being to doing focuses on external activities and behaviors that we perform or work rather than what our intrinsic values are or what our strengths are or what our motivations are. I love this quote by Meister Eckhart that says, "Most of us think too much about what we should do and not enough about what we should be. If we would pay more attention to what we should be, our work would shine forth brightly." How true is that? What if instead of simply creating to-do lists for ourselves, we also create to-be lists, or things that we aspire to, or things that we can work our lives beyond what our initial goal is? I wanted to really ask the questions, and not only to myself, but to the people I work with and everyone around me. So I wanted to share 4 ways to help follow your inner compass. This really helped. The first thing that you want to do is get curious. So try asking yourself the following questions to begin to mine what really matters to you. By placing attention on what it means to be fully yourself, aligned, and present, you're able to give your best to work and to the world. So here are the questions. How would I like each day to unfold? What would I like to focus my energy and attention on? What brings me joy? What makes me feel balanced? What state of mind would I like to be in while I work? What other aspects of my life do I wish to be paying more attention to? By the end of my life, what kind of person do I wish to be? The second thing is to follow your inspiration. The answers that emerge from the questions will help illuminate how you can thrive by following your life's energy instead of opposing, fighting, and suppressing it. For example, being in my work has guided me to make decisions that aren't motivated by a desire for achievement, but to do work I find truly meaningful, and that makes me feel alive. I've made the decision to move into an area or endeavor by following what most inspired me. Even if it's changed over the years, it's irrelevant. My intention has always been the same. The third thing is to be there, no matter what meaning you ascribe to your work, whether it's a job or a means to an end, whether it's a career, a purposeful drive toward attainment in a certain discipline, or a calling, a sense of fulfillment, life's purpose. By focusing on being fully present to it, you can better connect to your own vitality within the experience. So I always tell people to just sit with this. Just allow yourself to sit with where you are in this moment. Don't begin to plan for something else or to take for granted what you have, but to just allow yourself to just be there. And the fourth thing is to shine on. Being in your work does not require any extraordinary effort, nor does it necessitate finding your dream job. You simply need to be present and allow yourself to experience what is most alive for you, what decisions you make relative to it, and how you take action or how you show up. Working in this way, you can find success and fulfillment within yourself. And personally, I find that that's the most important. I really feel that by finding that and getting into alignment with that will really help us to create a life of fulfillment and a life of purpose. Thank you so much for listening. If you or a friend can benefit from these tips or these ideas, please send this podcast to them. Thanks so much for listening.